Good morning and welcome to the Ford City Shopping Center, located on the beautiful southwest side of Chicago. My name is Bill Fowler.
And my name is Marlena Recknagel. We make up the leasing team for Ford City, and as you can see, I'm the better half. We will act as your host during this video visit to the center.
We were asked by the annual meeting committee to put together a presentation and share with you what we have learned from another member of the renovation team.
But before we get into that part of the presentation, we'd like to introduce you to Ford City's market, its history, and its customer profile. Please join us inside the center. Ford City has had a very colorful history. It was built in 1944 and leased to Chrysler Dodge to manufacture B-25 and B-29 bomber engines. At that time, it was the largest industrial plant in the world, and it was built in a record time of 9 months. How amazing.
Wow, that's amazing.
Your
well,
turn.
In 1948, Preston Tucker bought the plant from the federal government's War Assets Committee. Yeah, that's it, the War Assets Committee, and produced his ill-fated but famous Tucker torpedo. Yeah, the Tucker torpedo.
Didn't we have one of those cars, dear?
Yeah, beautiful car.
Beautiful car.
Yeah, that's it. Well, the malls built a promotion around this part of Ford City's rich history.
My.
Yeah, and later in the 1950s, this 5 million square foot, 262-acre site was used for the production of jet airplanes. Yeah, and they were used in the Korean War.
That was the war you had the accident in, wasn't it, dear?
Oh, yeah, the big one.
My. It was a tough time in our family. This was the final use of Ford City as a manufacturing plant until Harry Chaddock and a group of Chicago visionaries purchased the center for commercial development. The plant was reconstructed and turned into what is now known as Ford City Shopping Center, the largest shopping center in the city of Chicago.
Yeah, it's amazing, the biggest thing around.
We've shopped here our whole lives.
Yeah. The heart of Ford City's market is largely of an ethnic background. Just much like the United States, the United States, a melting pot of people. Yeah, comprised of Irish, Polish, Lithuanian, Greek, black, and Italians, this market is the epitome of the middle class.
That's us, dear.
Yeah, that's it.
Ford City is located in a competitive market with 2 super regionals within a 5-mile radius. Our customers have an average income of about $30,000. Show them all the money, honey.
Wow.
They are value conscious, and as you can tell from the way we are dressed, fashion forward.
Simply marvelous.
Or is that backward, dear?
No,
No,
backward.
forward, that's right.
Yeah, that's
Well, without any further ado, we'd like to introduce our first guest, our Vice President of Redevelopment, our man with a mission, Mr. David Contis.
I would like to speak to you about why we acquired Ford City and our redevelopment plans. We looked at Ford City about a year and a half ago when Equitable Life Insurance Company had the property on the market. We moved on Ford City within 30 days to put it under contract right before Christmas of '87. The reasons that we purchased Ford City were really quite simple. Although the center itself was very old and tired, it had the fundamental elements of a good real estate transaction. It had an excellent location on a 6-lane highway. It was in the heart of the South Side with over 1 million people in a 5-mile radius. Many of Ford City's existing merchants were in the top 15 to 20% of the respective chains in terms of sales volume. But it did have some risk. It had the largest department store in bankruptcy. It had a discounted venture who had indicated that they wanted to leave, and there were a number of stores that were just very old and dated and were not producing well at all. That really didn't scare us. That was a risk, but we saw that taking that risk would mean there was an incredible opportunity to make something special here and create value. At being a company of entrepreneurs, what we really do is create value, and that's what we've done here at Ford City. We've done that through a comprehensive redevelopment which has used all facets of our organization's skills. We think we've done an excellent job. The center is now 100% leased. In less than a year and a half, we have terminated and released over 500,000 square feet of leased space. It sounds like a big number. It is. It's about the average size of any one of the shopping centers that we've owned. This has been no small feat, but it's been something that we've done as a team effort, and this effort has paid off. Our redevelopment plans for Ford City include a full-length Carson Perry Scott, Sears' newest prototype in the U.S., a food court which will seat 500, 30 new specialty stores, and a 14-screen general cinema complex. You know, I've enjoyed this project so much, I could talk about it for hours.
Time's up, David. Thank you for your insight, and
Thank you for your insight and overview of Ford City's strategy. You know, Marlene, the construction on this project has been an amazing challenge. The strategy and timing has been so intricate. Our construction department has had their work cut out from them. And a man who heads our construction department, the guy who's stuck with all the dirty work, here's Jimmy.
My name is Jim Hackett. I'm Vice President of Construction of Equity, Property, and Development. I have 4 minutes, no jokes, but 4 minutes to tell you about everything we've been doing here for the past 12 to 14 months and the next 5 to 6 months to finish up this project. We're going to get right into this segment, and we're going to go out into Main Mall, and I'm going to show you all the wonderful things that are happening right here at Ford City. Ford City, when we first talked about redeveloping this, we thought that would be approximately a $10 million job. We are now at a $50 million budget for the renovation of Ford City Mall. I want you to take a look at some of the vaulted ceilings which we have used in the side mall. This is one of the side malls going out to the parking lot. This is not the main mall. We have tried to take the existing architecture of the building, which was complete vaulted ceilings. During the design phase of this project, we obviously hired the architects and engineers to evaluate the premises. What we did is we hired the contractors during the design phase so that they could constantly budget the project during the design phase. We went through months after budgeting a project, rebudgeting and rebudgeting again. Through the shots that you're looking at right now, you can see that it took approximately $250,000 worth of temporary scaffolding just to stage the area so that we could do all the work in the upper ceilings. During the design process, again, it required the involvement of 14 architectural, engineering, and consultant firms, along with 9 various contractors who we had primary contracts with during the renovation process. The upfront work took over 4.5 months, almost 5 months, just before we could even start doing any demolition and construction of this. As you'll see, this is a photograph or a rendering of what the center court moving into the food court is going to look like. I'm now standing at the very edge of the food court, which is going to have 10 tenants. It's going to seat over 500 people. We'll have a very large skylight over this area with Tivoli lights. This is unlike any other. These guys are making a lot of noise. What we're going to try to show you here before these guys get and bury me in here, what we're going to try to show you is the center court here at Ford City. As you can see down here, there's going to be water features all along the side. There's going to be water features. Watch out! There's going to be water features over here, and what we're going to try to show you down. Hang on here. Wait a minute. Look out! These guys. Look out! Wait. Hang on. All right. Can we do something? Can we go to another part of the mall? Any kind of safe part of the mall where I can really show you what's going on? I don't even care to be down here. Let's get out of here. We are using over $250,000 worth of, or 250,000 pieces of precast terrazzo. Normally in malls, when you see terrazzo, it's poured in place. These are all precast. I visited the facility down in Monterrey, Mexico. They're all pre-made and shipped out in various sizes. We're using a total of 5 various different pieces that are going to be used. We're spending about $1.2 million worth of precast terrazzo in this mall. During the renovation, it was required that we have a helicopter lift to lift two 15-ton air handling units. These are our co-pilots that lifted the units. It was a very treacherous, it was a very dangerous task. Guys, when you lifted up the HVAC units on the project, was it kind of dangerous? How did you like it? How'd you feel about it? That's the way we felt about the entire situation at Ford City. Believe it or not, we're standing in the middle of one of the main entrances right now. As you can see, the steel framework around me will be about a 25-foot high entrance, completely glass enclosed. What you're looking at is the first section of scaffolding that's been taken down for the drive-it exterior. This drive-it is a very, very durable, high impact resistant finish which we put on all the mall. It gives the mall a very clean, uniform look. As you can see, look at that. It's real strong. It'll hold up to carts running into it. It'll withstand weather.
Skylights in 2 weeks!
What I want to show you now is the parking lot restorations. We're spending almost $5 million in this vast expanse of parking lot. The reconstruction of the utilities, the fire line loop, and more importantly, the concrete islands for landscaping, traffic control, and the new asphalt paving throughout. As you can see, that this is only one small section of the entire parking lot which is being reconstructed. It's a massive undertaking. In the far picture, that's the other end of Ford City. This is the basic configuration of the building that's over 5 million square feet when it was originally constructed in the early 40s. Ford City is to Chicago. Can you see the Sears Tower in the very, very far distance? It's the North Mall. It consists of approximately a 1,300 lineal foot mall or strip center, which will include the Carson's outlet store, Sears, and many other existing and new retail. We're going to do a complete canopy fascia renovation to that mall. Listen, we got to get back to work here. These guys are going to be looking for me any second. As far as the budget, it's a $50 million project. There's a lot of things that are happening. Sandy, you paying attention? I got a couple ideas.
All right, come on now.
Wait a minute.
Get back to work.
We got a couple ideas to get back in budget, huh? Get rid of the skylights. Who needs Mexican tile? We can do it. We can do it.
Bill, it seems Jim really gets carried away when he speaks. Acting as a team member has been an important factor in the success of this redevelopment. And as we told you in the beginning, we really do want to share with you what we have learned from our team members. But before we get into that, we would like to introduce you to the lady with all the right moves, our quarterback who formulates our marketing game plan, Miss Carol, the Bubba Smith.
The game plan for Ford City presented many challenges to the redevelopment team. Our first challenge was to select a positioning theme for the advertising and construction period. Now, this theme had to accomplish 3 things. First of all, it had to communicate construction. The second thing it had to do was be able to be a theme that the market could relate to. And the third thing was, the theme had to capitalize on a 23-year-old shopping tradition, which Ford City is in our market. Now, the answer to this challenge was our theme, Building on Tradition. It has worked out very well for us. Now, as marketing director for Ford City, I have to wear many different hats each day to keep up with what all the departments are doing. Now, let's go put on our busybody hat and go up in the mall and see what we can find out. This is an example of the interior signage that we have developed for Ford City. This particular sign talks about Naturalizer Shoes temporarily closing and also announces that they'll have another remodeled store opening in another location in the mall. And by the way, this is where the new elevator is going to be going. Now, if you follow me over here, we do have an example of, guys, get out of my way. We do have an example of the custom-made pylons that we had done for Ford City. As you can see, they're oversized signs. They're 44 by 28. This one is displaying our Loyalty Pays poster, and as you can see, we have a Take One brochure handy right up here. Now, we are going to be reusing these at other centers, and if you'd like to negotiate a price, just call me. I'm sure we can work out a deal. One of the elements that we had to focus on during the Ford City redevelopment was redecorating our old information booth. The old information booth was really dark and dingy and really blended in with the scaffolding and barricades when it was completely surrounded, so we had to dress it up a little bit. So as you can see here, we actually renamed it the Renovation Headquarters during the redevelopment, and we have our Building on Tradition logos and our Ford City pennants up at the top, and we also, put some bright striping down at the bottom here so that the renovation headquarters really stood out during all of this construction. And hi, Stacia, how are you today?
Carol, I have a message.
Oh, a few messages? Oh, not too bad today at all. One of the areas that we had to focus on during the Ford City redevelopment also was a temporary floor barricade system. So we got these little guys. They're called the Brady Boys, and they've been real handy for situations like this in the shopping center. And we put our Ford City logo on them down here, and it's worked out real well. And as you can see, they're real movable, and they work out real well. Come on, honey, let's go. We got things to do. The signs that you're about to see now are the hot, exciting blade and keystone signs that we've developed for the Ford City store identification system. And if you look up, you get to see them right here. Right above me is the blade sign that we've created, and then hanging the larger sign right over the store is what we call the keystones. And the great thing about these is that they're reusable. One of the challenges we've had to face during the redevelopment of Ford City is that we've had scads and scads of barricades and scaffolding up throughout the entire shopping center. So we designed a special wallpaper that would cover everything. And you can see here a sampling of our sheets of wallpaper, and they have logos and catchy sayings that are not only a part of Ford City's history, but the market's as well. And on this barricade, you can see we have one of our special Ford City peepholes that is actually the Ford City logo, and you're actually glimpsing into the future of Ford City. Get it? This is no secret. This here is one of the first things that our customers see when they drive onto the property, and it's our beautiful construction site sign giving them all the information about our redevelopment. The word is out. We can't keep it a secret anymore. We're putting in new entryways into the shopping center. And also here you see some samples of our exterior signage, and they're doing two things here. One, they're informing the customer of what's going on, and second, they're guiding the customers right into the shopping center. Part of the redevelopment of Ford City has been an extensive parking lot renovation. As you can see, we have a lot of work going on, and of course, exterior signage is very important, and you can see here next to me a sample of some of the signs that we do have placed throughout the parking lot. Hey, David's got his motorcycle parked behind here again, and tell him it's got a ticket on it this time.
Without talking about our plans for the future redevelopment of Ford City. They've told us we'll have a mall in the 90s, so we're getting ready. Here to tell you about the future is Bob and Carol.
And Ted and Alice.
Hi, I'm Bob Smith,
Hi, I'm Carol Smith,
and we're down in Peacock Alley.
or rather, what's left of it.
Well, Peacock Alley has certainly gone through a major change this past few months, and under the direction of Bill Fowler and David Contis, over the next few months, the leasing is going to be priority in Peacock Alley.
That's right, and next year when Peacock Alley reopens, the leasing focus is going to center on mom-and-pop operations, discount operations, and service merchandise. And also it's going to serve as an
Incubator, an area where we can fill potential merchandise mix voids that we would have here at Ford City.
That sounds real good.
Does that sound okay?
That sounds good.
Good. In addition to the leasing changes that are going to take place down in Peacock Alley, there have been considerable physical changes. And if you'll just take a look around, I think you'll be able to see some of the physical changes that are already starting.
That's certainly right, Mr. Bob.
There'll be a large skylight atrium that will come down right into the center of Peacock Alley and provide customers access into the retail area directly off of the parking lot.
That's certainly right, Mr. Bob.
Well, without further ado, we want to get on to the next part of Ford City. And one thing, you know, Carol, after you've been down in Peacock Alley for a while, you almost feel a part of it, don't you?
That's right.
I
You
mean,
really do.
You become a part of Peacock Alley.
That's right.
Well, we'll see you in the next part of the shopping center. Hi, I'm Merchant Bob,
Hi, and I'm Merchant Carol.
and we're here in West Court at Ford City, and we're going to tell you a little bit about Ford City's specialty leasing program, the Midway Marketplace.
But before we talk about that, we want to tell you about our exciting new carousel that's going to be located right here in our West Court. And here's a picture of it. And it's going to be 21 feet in diameter, and we'll have seating for 21 also.
21 people?
Yeah, 21 children and people. Children are people too, aren't they?
That's great. That's going to be big.
Oh, let's tell them about our specialty leasing program now.
Okay, well, wait a second. Here comes Marlena. Hi, Marlena. Come on over here. Marlena.
We were just talking about you.
You were? What were you saying?
Well, we were talking about the new specialty leasing program that's going to be here.
Oh, it's going to be really great. The backbone of our Midway Marketplace is going to be in the West Court, where we're going to have a grouping of about 16 push carts when we're in full swing. It's the first time Equity's ever tried to put together an actual marketplace with a grouping of push carts in one area. We're also going to have 8 large units, which are going to be throughout the center. They're going to be wrapped around the poles and working with the entire decor program. Then we'll also have 4 medium kiosks as well as 4 small kiosks. We're going to have one of the larger programs in the company.
Gee.
That's fascinating, and I know all of the merchants at Ford City, and all the customers are really looking forward to it. When do you think this is all going to be underway?
Well, we're hoping to have these underway about November 15th, and I've got pictures.
Oh, well, fancy that.
Here's what our push carts are going to look like. It's kind of exciting because we not only have the push cart, but we also have a separate wrap cache area where the merchants will have additional storage. This is being used really only at Ford City, but I have a feeling if it's successful, we'll start using it in some of our other areas. This right here is a picture of our large kiosk. It's a 14 by 14 unit, and from what you've seen in the previous part of the program, you can see that this part of the decor really works in with the entire decor of the center. And then we'll also be using the small and medium RMUs that we're using at some of our other centers.
That's great. That's really exciting. Gee, Marlena, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, I guess you two are kind of lucky, huh?
Yeah, how about that?
Great
Oh,
to see you.
hey, Marlena, put your apron on. Hi, I'm Santa Carol.
And I'm Santa Bob.
And we're here to tell you a little story about the 1988 Christmas at Ford City. The first thing we want to talk about is the marketing approach we're going to take.
That's right.
He's going to do it to me now. Okay. And the marketing approach we are going to take is we want to be sure and let all of our customers know that construction is done, scaffolding is down, and we are ready.
To take their money.
Lots and lots of it. So we're going to hit them with a direct marketing approach and let them know that Ford City, the Christmas here is shiny and new. And we're really going to be taking a direct approach and telling them things like we have 7,601 new reasons to shop Ford City because...
That's our address. 7,601 South Cicero Avenue. But it's also the number of brand new parking spaces that we have at Ford City for our customer. More parking spaces than any of the competitors in our market area.
Yeah, we beat them hands down on that one. And also, we have a great new Christmas decor package that we'd like to share with you right now. The first thing is an example of what our ceiling work is going to look like. This is just one of the elements that we're going to be having. And as you can see, there are a cascade of Christmas gifts coming through wreaths. And Christmas gifts are the whole theme for the entire decor package. Next, we have a sample of the special signage that we're going to be having. These are going to be oversized signs, 44 by 28, that are going to be at all the mall entrances. Next, and this is really getting into our child participatory focus, and that is, this is going to be a large display just off the Santa area, and we're calling this our Chicago Bears. And the reason, it's an animated display, but the reason we're calling it child participatory is that children will be able to come up and push a great big button, push it down, and the animation will come alive and will run for about 30 seconds till the next child comes up and pushes the button. Our next thing that we have is this wonderful old Chinese game that I can't remember the name of it right now. It's a what, Bob?
Abacus.
Oh, Santa Bob is so smart in these things. And the next thing down here is a giant puzzle where children can take these big pieces of stars and bells and actually put them into a puzzle and put it all together. And the next item that we have going down the table here is, now I know the name to this one, Santa Bob. This is a giant kaleidoscope that we're going to...
Santa Carol.
Oh, good, we're on a roll. This is our giant kaleidoscope, and then this is also another child participatory display that is giant building blocks that children can spell 4-letter Christmas words. And next we have more. Next we have a giant.
Those are definitely Christmas words.
Yes, but they do have 4 letters in them. Okay, next we have our giant story book, and children will actually be able to look through this book, and on the other side there is a reflective mural, and they'll be able to see what they would look like if they were an elf. And this gives you both views of that storybook. Let's see, and last but certainly not least is our grand center court Santa display. And as you can see, again, with the Christmas gift theme, we have Santa sitting in front of one very large Christmas gift package surrounded by beautiful lit trees. Now, the Santa Bob, you can go get that last rendering that we have there. And the really interesting thing here is that the line for Santa will actually go through the large gift package that Santa sits in front of.
Right through it? Right through it.
Right through it. And inside this large Christmas box is an actual Santa's workshop, and it's going to be all kinds of animations and gizmos and dolls and teddy bears going up and down, and it's really going to be cute.
Hi, I'm Party Animal Bob.
And I'm Party Animal Carol.
And we're here to tell you about Ford City's grand opening. When we move into July and we have our grand opening, Carson's will be open, Sears will be open, General Cinema will be open, our food court will be open.
All of our new stores will be remodeled.
Carol, we're going to have a wonderful place to shop at Ford City, aren't we?
That's right. The competitors better watch out because Ford City is going to steal the show.
Well, Carol, this is the moment I've been waiting for.
Oh, wait, Bob. Before we talk about that, we should talk about what the future for Ford City is, you know, after the grand opening.
Okay.
Well, and we predict that Equity is going to have its first $300 a square foot shopping center, and Ford City is going to be the one, and that ain't no lie.
And we're also going to be the major competitive force, not only in the city of Chicago, but the entire southwest region of the Chicago metropolitan area.
That's right. So you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here's to the future.
Here's to Ford City. They were plastic.
That's the budget.
Well, I finally have the mic to myself. We ditched Bill Fowler somewhere in the mall. So in closing, we really are going to tell you about what we've learned from someone else on our redevelopment team. And here to share this with you is our newest, yet oldest, VP, Bob Smith.
The assignment given to Ford City was to address what each of us had learned from another individual on the redevelopment team. What we have attempted to show you is that Ford City is not one person. It was not one entity. It was not one single influence, but rather a number of personalities that came together, creating it and making it a success. This involved the cooperation of construction, leasing, marketing, management, and development professionals. And this cooperative spirit is what we have learned. It takes teamwork to make a redevelopment successful. It taught us to open our minds and listen to other people's points of view. It challenged us to be creative and to approach a problem from another department's perspective. But mostly, it taught us to keep our sense of humor. And that's what this presentation is all about. Thank you for joining us at Ford City.
Can they be that close? Just let me stay for